I get a tattoo and $1 trillion.
Yes. Right, Dharmesh, first of all, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us today at the FF Salon at the Fintech Talents Festival 2025 Day 2. You know Jade, don't you?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
For those that are unaware, Dharmesh is, of course, Jade's father. What we want to get from this, though, is what is the reason why starting and building businesses appeals to you as an individual, as a human being?
My background is I started off working for banks. I am one of these people that just constantly has ideas and likes to put them into practice. And you try doing that in a bank, it was very difficult in the 80s, let alone now. Maybe it's a little bit easier these days, I don't know. But certainly back then, it was really difficult. And I had a really good time working at Lloyds, and I did some really interesting stuff. But I was coding since I was about 11 or 12 years old. And coding is essentially problem solving.
Yeah.
And I was doing it when it wasn't cool and, well paid, and, well, I didn't get paid at all as a 12-year-old. But even when I got it involved as a job, I wasn't getting paid well at Lloyds Bank, but I enjoyed it. And, I literally would clock in and clock out, and I would work either side of my clocked in hours, right? So I'd get there at 7 in the morning, clock in at 9, I would clock out at 5 and carry on till 7 in the evening because I enjoyed coding.
You wanted to get that problem solved.
Yeah. And, so for me, I like the coding aspect of it. Again, it's not a quick fix. It's a long-term thing. You're always, even once you solve the problem, you're then looking, can I make this even better? More efficient, more faster, less memory, it's fun.
So it is about the end result. You obviously want to make sure that the end result is correct and that it works, but in terms of the how and the nitty-gritty there, that's for someone else to figure out.
Correct. And if I look at the stuff that I'm proud of, I was responsible for the single customer view, the idea and the prototype development at Lloyds Bank in the 80s. I launched one of the first internet banks in the UK, and it was the first to run on Java. But the interesting problem we solved, because there were 2 internet banks before us, was that we demonstrated on day 1 running on a mobile device and a set-top TV box, as well as as an internet banking application. So we proved that Java could run across many devices with this write once, run anywhere kind of code principle.
Now, what are you working on at the moment? What is this logo that we're doing right now?
This logo is for OpenCoreOS. I have just joined the board of OpenCoreOS as their chair. Essentially, we're solving the problem that legacy cores don't scale. The challenge is that banks are running on cores that are slow, they're hard to change, they don't scale, they don't work across multiple clouds. So you either deploy it in a cloud and a separate cloud as backup, or that's your only option. OpenCore solves all of those problems. It allows you to scale for the new world where we see digital payments being increased by things like stable coins, etc. It allows you to innovate the financial products faster, literally by voice. So I can have a conversation with my core and ask it to create me a deposit account with certain fees, certain interest rates, certain rewards, etc. And it will create the product for me. So it is an AI native core. The other thing is that it's designed from the outset to be distributed and multi-cloud. So if AWS goes down or Azure goes down, this thing carries on running. It's not in one centralized place. These things carry on running and scaling at the same time. So I like to think that the likes of the BaaS providers today, what we think is modern cores, was the modern core 10 years ago, and what these guys are doing is the modern core now. And why I joined was I was looking at businesses that have created products that are AI native from the outset, not added AI to an existing technology, and operate using AI. So it's not just their product, the company is driven by AI. It's crazy but it's really exciting.
Thank you very much for taking the time to come and see us today. Let's get that up the picture there, but that looks great.